What do we got today on the Amberlynn Reid album? So we've done What You Got, Boo Boo. We've done Despectful. I don't know if we've done Best Moments.
People with rounder, fatter faces look bad with short hair because it makes their face look rounder and fatter. Ouch! The beanbags in a hurry. Yeah, we stared dancing together and I was like, hey, Destiny, want to open one of your gifts? Just I don't know, just out of the freaking hell of it. She opened you know when you get coffee, ice cream, and it's like coffee, ice cream. It's so really good. She opened one, and then another, and then another, and then
Woo! Oh my god. Coachella weekend too. Yes. Coachella weekend too. I love it. I love it. Oh my god. Oh, booey. We have not been live in what, like 2 days? 2 days. Yeah, I wanted to go live yesterday, but it was the finale of the current season of RuPaul's Drag Race, and that's like the Super Bowl of drag world, so wanted to watch that, go out a little bit, etc. So yeah, we are back, and it is Saturday night, and tomorrow is Easter. Any hippity hop bunny girly pops in the chat? Anybody have fun plans for Easter? This is the only season I haven't watched. It was kind of just like a whatever season in my honor. Like they eliminated a front runner very early on. I don't know why. And then the true winner of this season went home 5th. So whatever. I mean, it's fine. I'm not too torn up about it. It's just a show after all. It's just for fun. Where's the pink sweater? Oh, it's not Wednesday. It's not Wednesday. What do you mean? Where's the pink sweater? Y'all just come in here looking for a reason to bitch. I swear. I swear. You love to come in here and just like throw a tomato. I mean, like, are y'all even here for Amberlynn shit? Or are you just in here to like attack me? Person Becky says tomato emoji. You said you'd wear it today? Well, I don't know. It's kind of hot in this room, and like I don't really want to wear a sweatshirt. So tomorrow? I don't know. Tomorrow. Maybe. Why is Jordy black and white? Oh, like my t-shirt? I don't know. I promised. Oh my god. Quit gaslighting. Oh my gosh. Tomorrow. It's kind of hot in this room, so I don't want to put on a sweatshirt. Lack of accountability. Oh my god. Okay, so today we are going to be watching maybe maybe both, maybe both, maybe just one of Amberlynn's recent uploads. We're definitely going to start with the one from 2 days ago titled Getting Trolled and Called Out by Viewers, Relying on Destiny While Beck Relied on Me. So this is Amberlynn's fourth installment of her Les Talk series, in which she comes on here and addresses rumors, talks to the community directly, answers people's questions, listens to voice memos that were sent to her on Instagram. These Les Talk segments, I mean, they're okay. They're okay. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of the What I Ate Today and the weigh-ins. So between like the new upload series that Amberlynn has been doing, I would say that the Monday vlogs and the Let's Talk are probably the better, like better with a question mark on the end of it, the better of what we're being served up. So yeah, let's start with Getting Trolled and Called Out by Viewers. So Amberlynn at this point is going to say something kind of peculiar in I don't even remember when she says it, but she says something peculiar throughout this video, kind of arbitrarily. In my opinion, it's a shot at me, and we're going to talk about it. Because I know a lot of people are wondering why she said this. It's not like that big of a deal in my opinion, because I mean, Amberlynn says like random things all the time. So yeah, but I'll respond to it. Always happy to. She looks like she's melting. Can we do a faster speed? We could maybe do 1.25. I don't like to make it too fast, because it's like Alvin and the Chipmunks, honestly. It's a little bit it can be a little bit like tricky to make out everything that she's saying when you put it up too fast. Okay, so is everybody ready? Let's address some of these. Hey guys, thank you so much for sending in supers and subscriptions. Jojo, thank you. I bought Grimace socks from McDonald's in your honor today. I got them for the live. Oh my god, they sell Grimace socks at McDonald's now? I was actually talking to a friend of mine, and he was at a McDonald's, and he said that like they had the characters all dressed up in like mascot uniforms outside of his McDonald's. He's like, I want to get out of the car and take a picture with them. EBDB, thank you so much. Oh, that's cool, by the way, Jojo. Hope you enjoy your socks. EBDB, thank you for 8 months. 8 months of not being nuanced or having any critical thinking skills, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you so much, EBDB, for relying on me for everything. I'm so happy that you are continuing to allow me to shove information down your throat and you believe it without any recourse. That's awesome. Thank you. Fiona, they gave me 2 chips, although I asked for an apple. Thank you. My first super chat, I love you and this community. We have a lot of fun here. Thank you so much, Fiona. Glad that you are a part of it. Okay, let's watch. Let's watch.
Hey guys, welcome to a new Let's Talk video. So we're just gonna get right into it.
What?
So first things first is Sweet and Sour. It's where I use a random comment generator from the last week's episode. I choose random comments. I literally choose the ones that pop up first. So this is a way for me not to pick and choose. So let's get into it. Black Cat Mama said, maybe they AI'd their voice, shrug emoji. So for the ones that do sound like an AI voice, I have also thought that because people brought it to my attention. I didn't.
This is getting a little bit overdone at this point. I mean, she's talked about this now like the past 2 episodes, it seems. It's oh my god, did they use AI? Did they not use AI? Let's move on. Let's move on.
Think it at first, but when people did bring it to my attention,
you know, it's just the Amberverse really is just like a forever ebb and flow, wax and wane of excitement. I mean, some days we get washcloth rumors, Some days we get new pictures of Amberlynn's girlfriend on feeder websites. And then, I mean, other days we have to like talk about like whether or not someone sent in an AI generated Instagram voice memo. Just some days are more fun than others, but this is not very fun in my opinion.
I was like, maybe people just don't want their voice to be in my videos, which is okay. Muted Sound 54 said, at 19...
Oh, speaking of washcloths, yes. So it has not yet been approved on Twitch because I guess that Twitch has like more strict it has to be approved. Oh, no. It got approved? I never got an email. Usually I get an email. Oh, okay. The washcloth emoji is up on both platforms now. Okay, members, take advantage of that. Lakaya worked very hard on that. Hello, new washcloth emoji.
38 is AI. What's your obsession with men calling you cute, weirdo? So if it is AI, I wouldn't know.
Oh my god, no, not this again. I'm so over this.
Because I'm not the one sending the voice memos in. And I don't understand your question. So because someone called me cute, it means I'm obsessed with them calling me cute? That doesn't make sense. Elizabeth Sullivan 2965 said,
then don't pick that question. Then, you know what I mean? Like, why is she picking questions just to cross her arms and say, that doesn't make sense? Your question doesn't make sense. Okay, we're going to move on. Then just don't pick that question.
I'm a lesbian. He is a man. Okay, but Dalton though? All right, I think you need a little bit of reminding. So let me help you. But like,
oh my god, this again. It's just a rehash. AI voices, Dalton. I was in a very vulnerable state. I was desperate. I was drunk. It was hecticana. Dalton was just so sweet. Normally I wouldn't have done something like that. I'm still a lesbian. I'm not bisexual. Like
this whole Alexis Dalton thing is like not okay. She's bringing up a situation that I had with someone during like a vulnerable time in my life. 2023 was a crazy year for me. I shared that I was turning to alcohol because I genuinely was. I was depressed, heartbroken, lonely. I was going through a lot and I felt myself turning to people and to situations and things I normally wouldn't have. I did reply to Dalton. He was making me feel good about myself where I felt bad. Yeah, it felt weird to me. One night I got extremely drunk and he ended up calling me and things went to a different level than they probably would have if I was sober. Like, I feel awful saying that out loud. It wasn't my finest moment. I was really drunk. I was sad. I guess I just wanted to feel something other than like the sadness and the depression I was going through in that moment. Plus, I was really drunk. My brain was not fully there. Sexuality can be and is fluid, but I am a lesbian. Turning a vulnerable night for me where I was in a vulnerable state and I made a decision that I...
Vulnerable. I was vulnerable. I wanted someone to love me. I wanted someone to bring me coffee ice cream. The Cold Stone and Dairy Queen in my area were both closed, and Dalton was there for me when no one else was. He was going to find a way to bring me coffee ice cream. I was vulnerable. Sexuality is fluid when coffee ice cream is involved. You ever see those t-shirts that says, I'm not gay, but $20 is $20? Kind of the same concept.
Normally wouldn't have. Turning that into a like way to monetize something that should not be monetized is crazy work. But it didn't feel right to me. In my gut, it did not.
Well, Amberlynn, you gotta quit sending this stuff to your friends. The fact that you guys are monetizing this, it shouldn't have been monetized. Okay, well, it was your decision to become friends with a random person on the internet. It was your decision to be on FaceTime with them for hours on end. And it was your decision to send all of this private information that you were having with random people to this person. It's the only reason we know about Dalton. It's the only reason we know about Danielle. It's the only reason we know about Abby. I mean, I don't know. Had you been a little bit more careful, we probably would have never known about Erica.
Feel right to me. Genuinely, I think questioning people's sexuality is like the weirdest, most oddest thing in the world. And as a lesbian who was ashamed all of my teenage years because I like the same sex, like it is genuinely insulting. Lumberry said, can you please change tea or tail to just tail? Because every single thing...
Yes, Lumberries. Yes, this is absolutely what I've been saying too. Exactly, teardrop. Change to your tail to just tail, because all you do is come on here and just say, no, that's fake. No, that never happened. No, you don't know what you're talking about. This is clearly made up. Change it to just tail. Or tails, yeah, Tales from the Crypt. Tales from the Fupa. I think that would be a cuter segment, because she has yet to give us one T. That's T. That happened. Yep. T. Has never happened in the 4 episodes now that she's done this.
Thing has just been tail. I try so hard to find rumors that are actually real, but most of the shit that is
Oh my god. Shit. It really shouldn't be very hard, but I mean, it is difficult to find something when you're walking around with a blindfold on.
real. I just literally admit to anyways, and I'm like, yep, that's real. That did happen. A lot of rumors are really just that, rumors. It's things that people want to believe are real, so it's just my way to dispel those. Soup60 said, girl, stop crying. I'm sorry. I cry a lot. I'm very sensitive. Hard for me to regulate my emotions. I feel things at an extreme level. EMS ABZ.
Yes, Amberlynn is quirky. She feels emotions at, quote, an amplified level. So for something that would make someone a little bit upset or a little bit annoyed, she would fly off the handle or she would hysterically cry. She doesn't feel and interpret emotions the same way that normal people do. So keep that into consideration, all right?
Z9326 said, almost all of these voice memos are AI generated. She's literally making them.
My God, this again. I mean, come on, Amber. Come on. Make this interesting. AI generated voice memos. No. Hope Frog, thank you. I'm 29 pounds down. Can I get a skinny? 29 pounds down? Holy cow, I bet you feel a world of a difference. Sounds pretty skinny to me. Thank you, Hope Frog. Killeen, hello. $2 for WrestleMania. I'll see you on the replay. What is WrestleMania? Is that like WWE with like John Cena and... Oh, well, I don't know. Hey, I'm not going to yuck your yum. Have fun. Eldritch Gecko, thank you so much for 12 months on Twitch. 12 months have gone by really fast. Always great to see you live. You're such a sweetheart, Eldritch Gecko. Thank you for being around for 1 year.
You can even hear the way she talks in each of them. I have not made a single voice memo. They're all from real people who have sent them to me. And all of these rumors, like, it makes the people who have actually, like, sent these voice memos to me, it's making them realize more than ever that, like, all of these crazy rumors that people say about me are false and untrue.
You guys are just making yourselves look like dumbasses by saying this over and over again. The fact that you guys continue to say that these are AI generated, this just goes to show that you all are crazy and you'll believe anything that's negative about me. The more that you say that these Instagram messages are AI generated, the more that rational people with actual critical thinking skills are realizing how ignorant and just flat out stupid all of you are.
True. And it also goes to show that, like, literally some people can be so delusional. The fact that you think that you can hear me inside of other people's voices when literally none of these are me. These are all sent to me by viewers, by subscribers, by...
I like, shut up, go, move on. Like, oh God. And like, the thing that I hate about Amberlynn is, like, if you're going to talk about the AI thing, do it within one segment. Like, she answered the first 2 questions about this, and then she moved on to something else, and then she came back to it. It's like, no, put it all into one section so I can fast forward through it.
People on Instagram, by people who genuinely want to ask me questions. This whole AI situation type deal that has been created around voice memos is insane work. Before AI was even invented at the level that it is now,
And really, I don't know if this is Amberlynn's attempt at getting people to try to talk about it even more. Because, I mean, ultimately, Amberlynn kind of is the captain and is the composer of what the headlines of Girl World is. I mean, yeah, reaction channels have a hand in that and everything, but if Amberlynn comes in her videos and she's constantly talking about it, I mean, it's kind of like the thing of like, no, I don't care. It doesn't bother me, but like continues to talk about it. She's so triggered. I mean, if she's talking about it nonstop and she's telling people that this is something that's so stupid and it doesn't bother her, I mean, it kind of suggests to me that it does bother her. And she does want us talking about it. You guys need to stop sending these in, but yet you're hand selecting these comments that talk about AI and you're talking about... I mean, I don't know. Is there nothing else? Is there nothing else to talk about right now? Is the Amberverse that boring that we have to like really laser focus in on AI generated voice memos on Instagram rumors? Like, is that the best we can do right now? That's like the problem, because I mean, with the Amberverse, like we've had so much momentum throughout season 6. It's been a really interesting past year with Erica and then everything that happened with Emily. And now we're kind of at like this like standstill. And then Beck came out of nowhere and was like, you know what? I need to speak my truth. And then it kind of got exciting again. But now it's like, we're back to like dumb shit like this. I mean, is this the best we got?
I used to do things like this. I have done voice memos in the past. I used to actually show Snapchat videos of people asking me questions.
Hey girl, so I've been following you pretty consistently since the pandemic started.
Hey Amberlynn, it's Maggie. So Becky said you were a good singer. Why don't you sing Malibu by Miley Cyrus for us?
Are there any Lego sets or Lego adjacent sets that you have your eye on?
Hey Amberlynn, so my question is, if you could only eat at one restaurant for the rest of your life.
And that was when I only had like 13.
Amberlynn, what's your favorite Billie Eilish song? Amberlynn, what do you think about Taylor Swift? Amberlynn, what's your favorite color? Amberlynn, why do you hate Beck so much? We really are in purgatory. Fish Mittens, thank you for 3 months. I gave away my Amazon Prime subscription for you. Oh my gosh. Will you move to Kuwait for me too?
15,000 subscribers. Now I have almost 250,000. All right, so now let's get into Sippin' Community, where I leave
250,000. Amberlynn, I would be surprised if you ever make it to 1 million.
a community tab every single week for you guys to talk about concerns, topics, ask me questions, whatever it may be. So let's get into it. Why do you go after married couples? I don't. I have only ever talked to one person who's been married, and they messaged me first, and I was under
Erica, Danielle. And then didn't in season 1, didn't Casey tell us in season 1 that Amberlynn tried to find women on like a forum or some type of website, and she became friends with them, and they like lived in the same town as Casey, and when they met and saw Amberlynn, they stopped talking to her? And then I could be wrong about this. I could be talking out of my ass. I've been known to do that. But in season 3, didn't Destiny kind of say the same thing that Casey said? I don't know if it was 2 separate events or I'm remembering the same event twice, but Destiny told us that Amberlynn would talk to like a married couple or something like that. Like she was friends with them. I think that was on Casey's recent live. Yeah, I think that Amberlynn always realizes that she needs to have a safety net. She needs to have a backup in case everything goes to shit and she gets dumped, she gets left, she gets kicked to the curb, she ends up single. She wants to be able to fall back on somebody else. So, I mean, just alone, Erica, who she knew she was married, and she continued to do it anyway. She enjoyed being the other woman. She made jokes about the homewrecker burrito. She was on Erica's Life 360 and was able to track Brittany's location. Danielle, we know about Danielle Amberlynn. Has Amberlynn ever addressed Danielle? I don't know. I don't know if she's ever admitted to Danielle, but we know about Danielle. And then the stuff about Casey, talking about how you would try to talk to married couples. I mean, it's a pattern at this point. I don't know if Amberlynn is trying to be like somebody's third, or if she's trying to be somebody's poly. I don't know. I don't know what she's trying, but she does have a thing for people that are already in marriages. It was only one person. Like, no, it wasn't. I mean, I just named 3. Who is Danielle? Danielle is someone that Amberlynn started to talk to after she and Jade broke up. After she and Jade broke up, Amberlynn kind of got a whole trough full of new girls to talk to, one of which was Danielle. So she was kind of keeping a lot of eggs in different baskets and spreading herself very thin, talking to many different girls, because if one would commit to her, then at least she had the other one. And if that one wouldn't commit to her, at least she had this one. You know what I mean? So she likes feeling wanted and desired and superior to other women. Yeah, I think it's a game for her. And I also think that Amberlynn is someone that likes to stir up trouble. She likes to wreak havoc. She likes to inflict pain. She likes to make people feel as shitty as she does. She likes to upset people. She likes to troll people. So I think that, you know, regardless of whether or not someone deserves it, I think that she does like to come in like a wrecking ball. Wolfie, thank you, Wolfie. It's my cat's birthday on the 24th, and his name is Buddy. We call him Bub. His favorite thing to say, his favorite thing is saying, "Are you hungry?" He's listening, so you better say hi. Are you hungry, Buddy? That's too cute. Thank you so much, Wolfie, for returning for a second month. She's a pot stirrer, all right. And I mean, hey, listen, you know, like the old saying, takes one to know one. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and point my finger and say, she's a pot stirrer. She's a pot... Girl, I'll own it too. I'll own it too. But you know what, Amberlynn? Don't act like you're just sitting there with your arms crossed, minding your own business. You're not.
Under the impression that they were actually single in an open marriage and only together for financial reasons.
Oh my God. Listen to how smug she just said that. I was not aware that they were in a committed relationship. I only ever did that one time, and they were only with each other for financial reasons. Okay, moving on to the next question. So glad that I could clarify that for you. Danielle and the couple that Casey talked about. And then, you know, the funny thing about Casey is when they... Oh my God. When they found out who Amberlynn was, or like they met her, because I'm almost sure like they lived kind of close to Casey and Amber at the time. And then when they found out who Amberlynn was, they stopped talking to her. Or like when they saw her or something. Don't date married people, period. And I mean, Amberlynn has admitted to that. I mean, there have been voice memos that Alexis has played for us of Amberlynn saying, oh God, after everything that I've been through recently with Erica, my advice to you would just to stay far away from people that are committed to others. I mean, I don't really think that that's a lesson that you need to learn firsthand, but apparently for Amber, she needed to experience it to realize it's not a good idea to try to intervene in someone's relationship, try to pull someone away from someone else. So I don't know. I mean, she's acknowledged it. She's acknowledged that that's a bad idea. It kind of sounds like Foodie's failed threesome. Oh my God, that story. Foodie's failed threesome where like there was no running water, or she like broke the toilet, but like told us there was no running water. And they, like as soon as she walked in, they were like the energy changed. Like prior to Foodie getting there, they were like really into it. They were really energetic over text messages, and then when they met in person, it was like, yeah, Foodie's failed threesome. Oh my God, I could so see it. I could so see that being someone's username. Foodie's failed threesome. Thank you so much for the super sticker. It was coming out of both ends. I really, really don't want to think about Chantal defecating and vomiting at the same time, but you know what? Chantopolis is what it is. Deborah Kirk, thank you. You look hairier than 2 days ago. Oh, I think this week I'm going to get a haircut. I think that we need to chop off the mop, and I think that this needs cleaned up too. So if I'm looking kind of like a werewolf, I'll de-werewolf in the next few days. Rad Jellyfish, thank you. Just got my first tattoo, and I'm still riding the high. Excited to start my journey of self-expression. That's awesome. Hey, congrats to you.
I don't. I have only ever talked to one person who's been married, and they messaged me first, and I was under the impression that they were actually single in an open marriage and only together for financial reasons. How do you feel knowing you have similar aggressive tendencies as your father? So this question made me feel uncomfy because you guys don't really know anything about my dad, actually, at all.
So I don't know if she, this is actually a really shady question. I'm surprised that she was willing to answer this one, actually. Wait, what did that say? How does it feel knowing that you have the same similar aggression tendencies that your father has? I'm surprised that she read that one out loud. So I don't know if she filmed this video prior to her Tuesday live stream from last week, but on her Tuesday live stream from 5 days ago, she told a story about how she remembers jumping on the back of her dad and hitting the dad, pounding on the dad's back, doing something to try to get him to stop from attacking the mom. And just it was a very graphic story. So I don't know. It's just a little bit strange for Amberlynn to come here and say, you guys don't know anything about my dad, when just, a few days prior, she had told us that story about how she remembers trying to stop her dad from DV incidents with her mom. I'm surprised that she's addressing this right now. Wow.
So this question made me feel uncomfy because you guys don't really know anything about my dad, actually, at all. Do you think your family talks about how worried they are for you?
Oh, she doesn't say anything? She just moves on? She just says that question makes her uncomfortable and says that you guys don't know anything about her dad. I mean, she's talked about the dad in the past. I mean, no, not very extensively. And to my knowledge, he's never been featured on Amberlynn's channel or anything like that. But I mean, in passing, she has said stuff about the dad. But I mean, just even what's really peculiar about this is, I mean, she just told that story on Tuesday evening. She told that story about, the DV incident. And then, she answers in her Let's Talk video 2 days later, you guys don't know anything about my dad. I mean, you just told us a story about how you would attack him from preventing him from attacking your mom. I don't know. That was strange. I don't know why she included that at all. Then why read it out? She's just seeking attention. I mean, when I come on here and say, Amberlynn, you need to answer the hard questions. You need to answer stuff that, people actually want to listen to, not AI generated Instagram voice messages. That isn't what I mean. Answer the hard questions. I don't mean for you to, if you don't want to make, I mean, I guess if you wanted to, you could, but I mean, I really don't encourage anyone to be talking about that kind of stuff if it makes you uncomfortable. But yeah, when I say answer the hard questions, talk about the stuff that we actually want to hear about, that's not what we mean. It's more so the pee pads or why did Emily enjoy being suffocated by your stomach? Stupid shit like that. Not okay.
For you behind your back? Do they say it to your face? Do they not address it at all? I actually have never thought about it. I genuinely don't know if they talk about being worried about me behind my back. I have never even thought about that before. They've never said anything to my face about it. The only time the topic of weight comes up is if I bring it up first. Did you have a crush on Crystal's dad?
I was kind of lost in my own thought process. Did she say her family? Her family never talks about weight, or they never express concern? Is that what they said? Or is that what she said at the beginning? I mean, probably because they know better. Probably because they know as soon as they bring it up, it's just going to cause a problem. I mean, you tell a 500-pound person they're unhealthy, you're not telling them anything that they don't already know. So, I mean, what is that going to do? It's just going to cause a fight. And we kind of have picked up on the mom's approach to being there for Amberlynn. It's very much so well, I wasn't there for her in the years that she needed me to be there. So now that we have a functional relationship in our adulthood now, I don't want to do anything that'll rock the boat. I don't want to say anything that might come across as, attacking her. I just want to be there for her in the only way that I know how. So Amberlynn's mom can't really be there for her in a way that a mom should be. And that's unfortunate. Because true love or tough love, that's what people need. If you truly want to see someone get better, then you need to tell them that they're a fat ass. You need to tell them to walk on the treadmill. I mean, maybe not in such a way that I'm doing right now, but you need to tell them these kinds of hard truths. You can't just baby them along and enable them and continue to drive them to Mexican lunch. And because that's not helping them. She doesn't want to awaken the Leviathan. She doesn't want to rock the boat because I think that she's realized that she's fucked up majorly in the past, and she's kind of in this like awkward position now of wanting to be there for Amberlynn and wanting to help her, but like also not wanting to cause any more damage. I love straightforward people. I really appreciate straightforwardness. I've never been like a passive communicator. I'm never the type of person to cross my arms and get upset with someone and say, well, you should have just known that. You should have known that I felt that way. Like, I will tell you straight up, because that's the quickest way to get to results. Like, that's the quickest way to move on with people. It's the best way to communicate, even if it comes across as a little bit uncomfortable. I feel like it's necessary. The Ghost in the Hallway, hello. Happy Easter Sunday from Australia. Aussie-shaped heart hands to you. Oh my God, well, thank you so much. How do I make Australia with my hands? Does it look something like this? That's actually not a bad Australia, if I do say so myself. Thank you, Ghost. Nat Bat, thank you so much. Just got back from my friend's pug's birthday party. You went to your friend's dog's birthday party. I love that. Princess Petunia turned 12, got my pajamas on, and quick tea trip ready to wind down and watch big drama. Sounds like a fun Saturday to me. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, Nat. Tell Princess Petunia I said hello. Lady Razzie sent in 5 gifted memberships to expand the community. Thank you so much for doing that, Lady Razzie. Dancing woman in red dress emoji in the chat for Lady Razzie's generosity, please. I really appreciate that, Lady Razzie. Thank you, thank you.
Oh my God, another question that makes me so freaking uncomfortable. Crystal's dad genuinely was like a dad to me. We got extremely close in that way. The dynamic we had was very father-daughter, and like I was planning on being with Crystal for the rest of my life, so he was like a father-in-law to me. Do you see any similar behaviors between yourself and your biological...
Amberlynn, you gotta quit talking about people's parents. You gotta quit talking about people's parents, Amber. I mean, the thing about Destiny's mom and now talking about Crystal's dad, I mean... It doesn't take a rocket scientist to realize that you're a nightmare to deal with and you would not be a suitable partner for anyone's daughter. So, I mean, like, you know what? Honestly, she's going to come on here in the next Les Talk episode and she's going to say, guys, you don't understand. Beck's mom and I had an amazing relationship. She said that I was like her daughter. Beck's mom and I had a relationship that you guys don't. I have text messages saying that I'm her literal daughter. I have text messages saying, if you and Beck ever broke up, I would want you to come live with me so we can take care of one another. Literally, I have text messages. Amberlynn, you gotta quit talking about people's parents, because that shit that you pulled about Destiny's mom loved me. Destiny's mom was there for me. She was like a mom to me. She was there for me when no one else was. I see what you're doing with that. I mean, I don't exactly know what you're doing here with the Crystal's dad thing, but there's no way that Crystal's dad saw you, some 400-pound menace in his house, taking advantage of, you know, the resources, not working, living there rent-free and everything. There's no way that he saw you as like this golden opportunity for his daughter. Crystal's dad loved me. Destiny's mom loved me. I mean, honestly, she's going to come on here next and say, oh, Beck's mom and I, yeah, you know, after that voicemail, after all that stupid voicemail stuff, you know, that was water under the bridge. She and I were like this. We were best friends. Like, we don't believe this.
father. I genuinely am like a lot like my mom. And I feel like my brother, the one that's closer to me in age, the one that's a year and a half younger than me, I feel like he is a lot like my dad. Do you secretly fear?
She has superficial charm. I think that that's true. And I think that that is the reason why Amberlynn kind of has the relationship with people online that she does. Because, I don't know, when you first meet Amberlynn, she does come across as like very bubbly, a little bit exciting, a little bit fun. I don't know, maybe these adjectives aren't really the ones that you guys are thinking of, but I'm just kind of thinking like in the way, when I first came across Amberlynn and I first started watching her videos and everything, and then, you know, you see her fight with people online and it's like, oh, well, those people are just nasty. Those people are just bullies. Those people are just naysayers. Like, this girl's actually trying to make an effort. She's actually trying to do better for herself. And she has this nasty onslaught of people on the internet coming after her at all different angles, telling her how she's going to fail and everything. I think that says more about them than it does Amberlynn. Like, so, I mean, like, it's kind of a running joke that all Amberlynn viewers eventually become haters, and they at one point started out as Am babies, because you don't start off, I mean, maybe you do, but you don't genuinely start off having the types of feelings for Amberlynn that you come to develop over years of watching her. I definitely don't feel the same that I feel about Amberlynn today as I did when I first started watching her. No, definitely not. She just doesn't know how to not say off-putting shit. I mean, I think it's just the true Amberlynn comes out. I think it's just the true Amberlynn comes out. And I mean, honestly, like, if I knew someone like Amberlynn in real life, like if this was like a family member, or like this was someone that I had to come across, I mean, I would just have to cut someone off like this. That's the only way to go about it. You just have to cut people off like this. Life is too damn short to try to figure out other people's problems or try to make dysfunctional relationships function. That's just the way I view it. I mean, maybe I'm more cutthroat about it, but she's not off-putting, she's off-pudding. No, she's on-pudding. I bet you Amberlynn could take down a snack pack. Oh my gosh. I like pudding. I love vanilla pudding. Tykes, thank you so much. I didn't know we were getting Amberlynn Reid tonight. Yeah, because we're both wearing black. You know, if you've actually been watching me for a long time, when I used to do pre-recorded content, I would try to wear the same thing that she would in her videos. Does anyone remember me doing that? It was a long time ago, but then I kind of realized that I don't have the wardrobe that she has, so it was kind of hard.
You're getting to a normal size. No, looking back, do you think it was okay to keep expecting Destiny to drive you around and be responsible for you post-breakup? This actually reminds me of an Instagram message that I received.
That's a yes or no question, by the way, Amberlynn. All right, we're getting political Lynn here. We're getting candidate Lynn here. Amberlynn Reid Soro 2028. We're getting Reid Cooney 2028 here. Yes or no question?
Received like a couple weeks ago. He is a lot like.
You know what? I want to start from the beginning. I want everybody to hear what she's about to say, because I'm going to let her talk and then I'm going to respond.
My dad. Do you secretly fear getting to a normal size? No. Looking back, do you think it was okay to keep expecting Destiny to drive you around and be responsible for you?
Well, you know what? Actually, I missed that question in between the other one. So let's actually talk about that for a second. Do you fear getting to a normal size? And she says so nonchalantly, no, I would love to be skinny mini. I would love to move out to LA and walk around Rodeo Drive. And yeah, no, I'm fine. I think that Amberlynn, to a degree, does have a fear of success. And I mean, she has even communicated to this to us in the past, because I mean, if Amberlynn isn't the 550-pound menace that we know, when we come here to see, if she actually loses weight and she actually follows through, then people won't really be interested with her, because she knows that people come here for the train wreck. They come here for the drama. They come here for the tea. They come here for the problems. They come here for the weight gain. They come here for the lying. So it's like, if all that stops, then what's really the appeal to Amberlynn? You know what I mean? So, I mean, she has communicated that to us. I do fear that if I got down to a normal size, then YouTube, the internet as a whole, wouldn't find me as entertaining, and then there really wouldn't be a draw to watch my videos, and then as a result, I really wouldn't be making much money. So yeah, I guess, like, if you factor all that in and everything came out true the way that she anticipates it to become true, then she would have to get another job, and she doesn't want to do that. So I think that she does have a fear of success. And I also think that she, in addition to what I just said about, affecting her YouTube income and everything like that, I think that Amberlynn is scared to find other coping mechanisms and other things to rely on that aren't food. Because, I mean, for the past 30 years, she's relied on food. Yeah, people come and go. Girls come and go. Parental figures, like relationships wax and wane and all that. But what's the one constant that's always been there for her throughout her life? Food. She doesn't want to turn her back on food. Food's always been there for her. She and food are like this. I mean, she likes to say that she and Destiny's mom are like this. No. This is you and food, babes. I mean, proof is in the pudding. I think that she is afraid to turn her back on food because food's the only one that's ever been there for her. And it's like, well, if I turn my back on food, I mean, that's kind of going out into uncharted waters. I don't know how to swim out there.
Post breakup. This actually reminds me of an Instagram message that I received like a couple weeks ago. Let me go see if I can find it. Hold on.
Really? A SpongeBob time card? Yeah, but she doesn't watch my live streams. Come on, Amberlynn. We do this all the time on here. 1 hour later, 20 minutes later. She's taken my SpongeBob time card. Should I copyright strike her? Honest to God, I'm serious. Should I copyright strike? You know what? Fuck it. I'm texting my lawyer. Right now. I'm texting my lawyer about this. This is bullshit.
I found it. Why was Beck allowed to rely on you after the breakup, but people are pissed that you relied on Destiny once a week for groceries after you two broke up? Destiny put you in that position. You moved to Kentucky for her, and then she broke up with you months later after cheating on you. You didn't know anyone there. You didn't have a car. You didn't have anything. So with everyone's logic of how Destiny didn't need to be there for you after the breakup, then you didn't have to be there for Beck. Beck was in this position because of you, and you were in that position because of Destiny. There's no sympathy for you because you needed groceries once a week, but they expected you to pay for Beck's whole life after the breakup, after everything you already did for them while you were together. Make it make sense. And sorry if this is triggering, but why did you have to treat Beck like a child during their renal failure? But everyone says that your cancer should have been taken care of by you because you're an adult. These people lack such brain skills that it frightens me to even be a part of this community.
Look at her face. Look. It looks like a parenthesis. So she thinks that this person ate. She thinks that this person had a mic drop moment. She thinks there is so much flawed logic in everything that she just read. So much flawed logic in everything that she read. The biggest glaring thing that needs to be addressed in this is Beck took care of you. Beck wiped your ass. Beck drove you around. Beck got you food. Beck was your slave for the better part of 4 years. That's the main difference. The thing about Destiny, I mean, Destiny put you in that position. I mean, you moved for Destiny and everything like that. Destiny cheated on me. I mean, let's go through this little bit by little bit because I
didn't have anything after in that position. You were like that like a couple weeks ago. Let me go see.
And I mean,
if I can find it. Hold on. I found it. Why was Beck allowed to?
Oh, the thing about Beck relying on her. So, I mean, after they broke up on the end of June. Beck was out of that apartment by, I think, September. Because, I mean, Jade had moved in September. So, I mean, Beck was there all of July, all of August, I want to say. And then Beck moved out sometime in September. So, you know, are we just like forgetting the fact about like the inheritance? Are we forgetting that Amberlynn yoinked that $6,000? Are we forgetting about the fact that Amberlynn was making tens of $1,000s off of her YouTube channel that Beck was primarily putting the work into? Why was Beck allowed to be supported by you after the breakup? Well, first of all, Beck was only there for 2 months. And you kept all of that money from the super chats. You kept all the money from the inheritance. So in my opinion, Beck paid way more than their fair share to warrant being there after you guys had broken up.
To rely on you after the breakup, but people are pissed that you relied on Destiny once a week for groceries after you two broke up. Destiny put you in that position.
I mean, it really wasn't so much that they were pissed at you. It was kind of just like your inability to function and relying on a 21-year-old. I mean, harping on a 21-year-old, constantly berating them with text messages. Take me to eat. I'm not going to have enough time to go to Target. I'm not going to have enough time to get the seat that I want at the movie theater. Eat. I have to get ready, and then I have to eat again. I'm not going to have it. Like, the way you went about it, harping on Destiny and relying on Destiny and everything. I mean, why was a 27-year-old at that point relying so heavily on a 21-year-old? I mean, then like, I don't like, why couldn't you drive yourself? Why couldn't you get a car? Why couldn't you take out the trash by yourself? Why couldn't you clean up the poop and piss that was scattered all around your apartment? I mean, there's major differences between Destiny's situation and Beck's situation. I don't understand the parallel that she's trying to draw here.
You moved to Kentucky for her, and then she broke up with you months later after cheating on you. You didn't know anyone there. You didn't.
I mean, has that been confirmed, though, that Destiny cheated on Amberlynn? I mean, it kind of sounds like she became friends with Dana, and then, you know, Amberlynn was so hell-bent on bear-hugging Destiny and not letting her get away. It's like Destiny didn't really have a choice, had to continue to put up with Amber. No, you have to sleep in the same bed as me. She's trying to prepare for Mr. Snowflake's new episode. Has it come out yet, or is it still only up for members? Destiny picked your nasty hair. I mean, there's just so many differences between this. I mean, in addition to the fact that both Destiny and Beck took care of Amberlynn and groomed her, gave her a place to live and all that. I mean, you also lived with Destiny's mom rent-free after living rent-free with Crystal for years. So, I mean, it went from rent-free living with someone's parent to rent-free living with someone else's parent. I mean, it took you a while, you know, and then, like, you know, by the grace of God, you were able to get this money off of YouTube and everything that continues your bad habits. I mean, it's so different. Why was Beck allowed to rely on you? I mean, the fact that those words even came out of her mouth. Beck wiped Amberlynn. Beck cleaned blood and poop-infested washcloths. Beck did so much for Amberlynn. And the fact that she's got... Oh, well, why was Beck allowed to rely on you after the breakup? You mean for the 2 months... The 2 months that Beck wasn't being paid and was having all that money taken from them that Amberlynn wasn't giving them? You mean those 2 months? Why was Beck... The 2 months of Beck relying on Amberlynn. Okay.
Have a car, you didn't have anything. So with everyone's logic of how
Oh, but like, I don't know, is that supposed to be someone else's fault? Amberlynn didn't even have a car. Yeah, because she was 27 and never bothered to take her license. I mean, like, are we supposed to feel sorry for her? Then go get your driver's license. If it were a different scenario and you didn't have people to rely on or people to exploit, it would be tough shit. Oh, you have anxiety that you don't want to drive? Well, you have to get your ass to work, so you have to drive. You're going to have to... I mean, and like, that's the very bleak reality for many people. A lot of things make people anxious. A lot of things make people upset. A lot of things make people depressed. But you know what life says? I don't give a fuck. You're going to do it anyway. Well, Amberlynn didn't have a car. She was destitute. Destiny left her high and dry. Well, then you pick yourself up, you dust yourself off, you go get a driver's license, and you drive yourself to work and you earn a paycheck. Like, I don't know, like...
Destiny didn't need to be there for you after the breakup, then you didn't have to be there for Beck.
Take the bus.
Beck was in this position because of you, and you were in that position because of Destiny. There's no sympathy for you because you needed groceries once a week, but they expected you to pay for Beck's whole life after the breakup.
They expected you to pay for Beck's whole life after the breakup. Those summer months that Amberlynn was doing the live stream era, those live streams with Beck and everything, and getting the super chats and having the memberships and everything, easily she was clearing $20,000 a month. Easily. Why was Beck? So, I mean, Beck was entitled to half of that, if not more than half of that, in all honesty. So, I mean, the fact that Beck had their $6,000 taken from the inheritance, in addition to not getting any money for all of the live stream era, or really all of season 4. I mean, but no, Beck relied on her. Yeah. Amberlynn was bent over getting her ass washed with washcloths by Beck, and this person is saying Beck relied on you. And Amberlynn's trying to treat this like a mic drop moment. This is insanity. Jordy is gay, thank you. I thought you died, bruh. I can't be doing this, Jordy. Oh, you can't be doing this. Oh, I mean, I've not streamed for 2 days in the past. Come on, you'll get through it. Jordy's gay. Jessica, thank you. I need my Jordy. I've been sick all day. Oh God, that is no fun. I hope I'm not getting a little bit sick too. I feel like a little bit congested, but I'm always congested, I swear. Thank you, Jessica. Hope you're feeling okay. Rowboat, thank you so much for gifting a subscription to Blizzard Girl on Twitch. Hey, guys. Zinka Cat, nice to see you. I finally got word from work that I'm going back full time. 4 days per week, 32 hours. Also, hello from the bath, Les Bath. Thank you so much, Zinka Cat. I appreciate that. Well, hey, isn't the college semester almost over? So you probably don't have much foot traffic in the summertime, but that's awesome. Thank you, Zink.
After everything you already did for them while you were together, make it make sense. And sorry if this is triggering, but why did you have to treat Beck like a child during their renal failure? But everyone says that you're on track. It is hard for me to film even less. You. Can you please stop lying about how much you're eating? You might think it's harmless, but you're definitely making people like me eat even less because I want to stay healthy. So when I do what I ate today videos, those are 100% accurate. 9 times out of 10, I'm doing what I ate today videos because
Oh, come on. Yeah, they are accurate because we see the food go into your mouth, but what isn't accurate is all the other stuff that you're not showing us.
I'm on track. It is hard for me to film what I ate today videos when I'm off track because it's shameful. It's embarrassing. Like, why?
Yeah, but you still need to do it regardless. I don't like filming what I ate today videos when I'm off track. You still need to show us the bad. You can't just come on here and show us the good.
Why do I want to show that? Plus, I know the type of reaction that...
Why would you want to show that? Transparency? To not show us that you're delusional? If you come on here as a 500-pound person and only show us footage of you eating baby carrots and healthy shit like that, I mean, don't you think that that's going to be met with some skepticism? I can't film when I'm off track. It's mentals for me. Mental things is scary. Okay, well, I mean, if you're going to do these what I ate in a day videos, I mean, even if it's not, you know, the way that you want it to go some days, you still need to show that.
That I will receive. Just out of curiosity, I'm also a diabetic. Do you take medications for health problems? So first of all, you said also a diabetic. I'm not a diabetic. I'm not even a pre-diabetic. And no, I don't take any medication at all. All right, you guys, now it is time for the Lynch review. That means you guys get to interview me using voice memos. And the way you can do that is go to my Instagram. If you're unable to send me a voice memo, just send me a little microphone emoji. I will send you a smiley face emoji back, and then you can send your voice memo. And I do not care if you use AI voice generator. I can understand if someone does not want their voice in my video. I will not care. So if you sent me a voice memo weeks and weeks ago, you still have a chance to be chosen because I choose old ones and I choose new ones. All right, let's get into it.
Can you see yourself doing social media for the rest of your life, or do you think that you'll choose another career path someday? Slay.
Slay. I can genuinely see myself doing YouTube for the rest of my life. I feel like YouTube is one of those things that is like ever growing. And it's kind of like a TV show. Like people tell me all the time, like, Amberlynn, you're my reality show.
You said you prefer dieting over exercise. Have you looked into the benefits of exercise, or have your opinions changed at all? Love you, by the way.
This is the first one that actually sounded like AI to me. But yes, the benefits of exercise is definitely, it's really good for your heart. It helps with your stamina. It's good to get your blood flowing. I genuinely don't feel like it has to be used to lose weight. You can lose weight without exercising. But for me, exercising is really good for your heart health. And that's why I got a Fitbit.
Amberlynn will continue to do YouTube so long as it is financially beneficial for her to do so. She's not going to ever try to find a new job. The only way that Amberlynn would ever stop doing YouTube, in my opinion, is if she came into a great deal of money somehow, if she inherited a lot of money, if she won the lottery, which is, you know, highly unlikely and everything. So yeah, that would be the only way that Amberlynn would stop. Or another part of this is if she were able to get disability. If she were to able to somehow rely on the government to be able to give her benefits every month, then she might stop doing YouTube then. But I mean, even that, I mean, she would just be breaking even. Because I mean, with Amberlynn's lifestyle she lives, it's going to exceed the expectations of what you can receive from disability. And I also know that disability is kind of hard to get. So I don't know if just being 500 pounds entitles you to a check every month. So, yeah, she's going to continue to do YouTube until it is no longer financially beneficial for her to do so. That's how it'll always be.
Because I want to start walking more.
Hey there, Amber. I've been a subscriber for a while, and I wanted to say that I'm really proud of you for persevering despite what goes on around you. My question is hobby related, though, and I was wondering if you've ever tried crocheting before.
Honored. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I'm a painter, and I love to binge your content while I paint. I think I just like the sound of your voice. I like to hear about your introspective. I like to hear about your story. So thank you for putting that out to the world, because there are people that appreciate you and enjoy it. My question, though, is that I know that you're a Miley girl just like I am. And I wanted to know if you have heard...
And disability's hardly any money. Yeah, she wouldn't go for the disability because, I mean, in most cases, when you are getting disability like that, it covers your expenses and that's it. I mean, there's no, like, excess money for you to go on vacation. There's no excess money for you to spend $3,000 a month on DoorDash. So Amberlynn does have a lifestyle to upkeep. I mean, being 500 pounds is not cheap, especially in the world that we live in today. To be able to use these delivery apps and the way that Amberlynn lives her life, I mean, it's kind of expensive. I mean, you know, it's not like crazy money, but I mean, to pay, I think that we've done the math before. Like, if Amberlynn's rent is maybe like $2,000 a month, and she has health, and she may or may not have health insurance at this point, I don't know. But I mean, like, just going through like Amberlynn's monthly expenses and everything, it's like if she's spending like anywhere between $3,000 and $4,000 on takeout a month, in addition to her rent, I mean, what is that, like between $5,000 and $6,000 alone on monthly expenses just for her to like exist? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if something like disability would even cover that. I don't. Most people on disability do not have enough money to pay rent. Oh, I mean, yeah, and then there you go. I mean, like I was saying, I mean, if she were able to get disability and like it would be able to like cover her bare minimum, like it would be able to cover her rent, that still wouldn't be good enough.
Heard any of the
Oh, wait, she sent another one. Hold on.
Wait, don't listen to that one. Let me start again. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god, I lived.
I'm so sorry. I wanted to know if you've listened to the first 3 drops of the new album. So it's supposed to be a visual album, but what I think would your opinions on this upcoming album will be.
film type deal. I'm like, beautiful. And I love the music, genuinely. But that's what I like about it. Like, thing is, it's not only that in her music style. So, okay, that's hectic. Somebody shares that.
Oh, wait, there it is.
In her music style. But yeah, I'm super excited for all of it. Oh my God. I just got a message from someone that said Jordy is a Trump supporter. So, okay, that's hectic.
Hi,
Okay. Address it! Address Amberlynn saying you're a Trump supporter. All right, time to address it. Okay, so my channel has never been about politics. We don't talk about politics. We don't talk about religion. We don't talk about other things. I only delete comments on my channel if it is blatant hate speech. If it is something that is endangering other people, or you're telling someone to go harm themselves, if it is against terms of service, I delete it. Other than that, you can come in here. You don't like me, you can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. I mean, you know, I come on here, I spew a lot of shit. I say a lot of, you know, it's like, you know, for me to not get some back of it in return, you know, it's like, it's kind of warranted. It's kind of warranted. So, I mean, the thing about Amberlynn coming on here and saying, you are a Trump supporter. So, I mean, like, how would that response go? I mean, if I were to come on here and I were to say, no, I'm not. Are you kidding me? I'm not a Trump supporter. That's ridiculous. That would piss off any viewer that was a Trump supporter, because I would be making it look like Trump supporters are, you know, not types of people that I want watching my content. If I were to come on here and say, like, are you are you insane? Blah, blah, blah. The thing that Amberlynn is trying to do here, and the reason why I named the stream the way that I did, is because anytime you bring up politics like that, it gets people all riled up. So Amberlynn sees that we have a very fun community here. For the most part, there's not a lot of conflict. There's not a lot of drama in the chat. There's not a lot of fighting. That's very much so designed on purpose, because I don't talk about things like politics. I don't talk about religion. I don't talk about we are here for fat bitch drama. We are here for fat bitch drama. And I see that somebody just sent in a super chat that says, are you a Trump supporter? Yes or no? The point that I'm trying to make here is, if I were to come on here and I were to answer something as a yes or no question, regardless of how I answer it, it would cause problems, which is why I don't talk about certain kinds of things. You know what I mean? So I don't talk about politics. I don't talk about religion. I don't talk about all these, because Amberlynn coming on here and saying this, she knows what she's doing. She's trying to throw a wrench in our community. For the most part, we have a lot of fun here. It's very calm. There aren't, you know, problems between like any of the chatters or anything like that. So what she wants me to come in here. She wants me to talk about Trump. She wants me to come in here and talk about this. She wants to upset my viewers, and she wants it to be, you know, some type of discourse. I mean, that's the way that I'm going to address this. I don't talk about certain things on here. So it could be very easy for me to come in here and say, well, you know, if it's so hard for you, well, then why won't you just answer the question? Why aren't you just saying that, you know, why are you going through all this, right? Because that's what Amberlynn wants. She wants me to come on here, and she wants me to verify or deny this so that there can be some type of issue. There can be some type of drama. That's exactly what she's trying to wreak havoc. She's trying to be a problem. She's trying to disrupt what is otherwise a fun, congenial community. Well, maybe not congenial. She's trying to upset a fun community. We don't talk about this. I stay neutral on politics because that's not what my channel's about. It's about fat drama. It's about funniness. It's about entertainment. It's about, you know what I mean? And some of your viewers are falling for her BS. That's exactly what she wants. It's exactly what she wants. She wants there to be a problem. She wants there to be people saying, well, Trump. She wants people to get upset. And usually that's what politics does. Anytime that politics gets brought up, I mean, no one wins or loses. Very rarely can two people have a conversation where one person leaves that conversation and their opinions and their ideas are changed. People feel the way that they feel. arguing with people in a YouTube live stream, that's not going to change or help or benefit anything. So really the issue of talking about politics is kind of moot because no resolution is ever reached, in my opinion. So that's what she's trying to do. Well, they're a fun community. You know, several thousand people watch this. Well, maybe if I can get that fun community to talk about politics, maybe it would kind of cause a rift. Maybe it would divide the community that is otherwise having a lot of fun. I don't come to YouTube to talk about politics. I think that a lot of people watch this type of content because they want to escape all of that. We come here because this is kind of like a different, niche community of the internet, and it has nothing to do with the real world. It's not really relatable to the new world. It doesn't have anything. So, I mean, that's just kind of the way that I've always been about. So, yeah. Amberlynn trying to poison the pot. So, I mean, I can see that in the chat right now, there are some people saying things like, oh, he won't address it. He won't. I mean, like, I understand. See, but like, even the response that I provided for this, it's not good enough. You know what I mean? So you don't win with politics. And that's why it's such like a shitty thing to touch, because you never win. You never win. Well, if it's so difficult, then why won't you just say that you're not a Trump supporter? Like, you know what I mean? So this is Amberlynn's attempt at throwing a wrench into our community. Do not take the bait. Do not fight with people. Do not, that's what she wants. The whole reason she did that is to cause an uproar in this chat.
Hello from the UK, Amber. My question to you is, what is 3 things you would change about your past relationships and friendships? AKA, just 3 things you would have done differently. It doesn't matter if it's from your relationship with Beck, or from your relationship with Tommy, or from like your friendship with Alexis, or anybody else. What is 3 things you would do differently? Also, I'm a very big fan. Thank you for your reply on my...
Oh, God, I feel like this question gets asked every week. What are 3 things that you would do different? What is one thing that you look back on your relationships and you wish you could change? Every fucking week every week this gets asked.
Birthday.
Aww.
I'm so nervous to do this. Thank you.
Aww. Thank you. You did great. So 3 things that I would change in my past relationships are: 1, not as controlling. 2, learn how to regulate.
Are y'all going to listen to a woman who has never voted? I mean, I am not going to be baited into giving out personal information that I otherwise would not talk about on my channel. But the information that I am comfortable sharing with you guys is I have voted in every election that I have been eligible for. Amberlynn has never voted. So Amberlynn, instead of trying to bring politics up in reaction channels and cause an uproar and everything, I mean, if you make it to the next election cycle, maybe worry about, casting your own ballot.
Regulate my emotions more, so I'm not as sensitive and my emotions aren't as like hyper. Like, I'm too hyper aware of everything, so I notice everything, so then it makes me super sensitive, and it all kind of just goes in this like cycle. So definitely that. And 3, not being so anxiously attached.
Amberlynn, baby girl, listen to me. I am drunk as absolute shit. I know I've only got a minute, but I need you to know my BFF Rachel. I know she sent you a little microphone recently, so you know you're going to get an audio message from her. But honestly, you need to listen to what she got to say. You know she's being a little bit of passive aggressive, but she's just trying to help. She the home dog for real. Don't ever let women like Rachel bring you down.
What?
Okay, she's just trying to help. Bring her up, babes. Bring her up. But let's be honest, I got a few more seconds. You are crazy, girl. I was in a relationship like that, and that was just crazy. Don't ever do that shit again. From her end and from yours, baby girl. Love you, hectic Amby.
I'm Sorry, let me go find Rachel's voice memo because I am lost right now. That was funny. Oh, this says Rachel. Oh my god. Is this the Rachel? Okay.
Are we gonna have our last? Hey Amber, I'm a little drunk, but I wanted to say that I also have borderline personality disorder, but to a certain extent, you can't use it as an excuse.
Pop off.
It's an explanation only. You have to
It's an explanation. I mean, we're agreeing so far. Keep going.
take a step back and think, what if I was the problem? I promise.
Girly pop, relatable. I go to my journal entries. They all say, what if I am the problem? Have you ever heard of the song TV by Billie Eilish? The end where it's like, maybe I'm the problem, maybe I'm the problem. It says it over and over and then the audience joins in and it's like this whole beautiful moment of like everyone
No, I haven't been to a Billie Eilish concert. Is that what goes on? Everyone's just in the audience saying, maybe I am the problem.
just saying, maybe I'm the problem. When that part comes on, I literally feel my soul like leave my body because I'm like, bro, maybe I am the problem. So relatable. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep doing this.
Thousands of people don't hate you just because you're fat. You can be
There is a lot of people who hate me just because I'm fat. I will say that. But that could be in a whole separate thing. Like there are people who hate me because I'm fat, and then there's people who hate me because I have done things that are kind of hecticana, and they've been online.
And then there are viewers that are both.
So people have seen that.
asshole.
Like they said at the end of Mean Girls, I don't hate you because you're fat. You're fat because I hate you.
And you take therapy seriously. Everyone leaves and
No, she doesn't. She takes therapy seriously? I mean, at one point she was only doing therapy to meet a prerequisite to get weight loss surgery that she never went through with. I mean, and then she said that she hit it off with that one therapist. Okay, so when Amberlynn was doing her outpatient program, the one thing that she took away from that outpatient program was that she got on with some therapist. You know, the outpatient program wasn't really for me, but I did meet a really cool person there. She continued to do therapy with that person. And then out of nowhere, seemingly overnight, she said, you know what, that therapist and I don't see eye to eye. Amberlynn doesn't take therapy seriously. Are you kidding me?
quote unquote turns on you because you're the problem. That's harsh, but your online behavior portrays you as a mean ass bitch. And your past partners just show that it's true. I hope that
she drunk
and really take therapy seriously and get your BP tree on control.
BP tree?
It's really serious and you need to fix it.
Girl.
Oh.
Oh. Relatable. We both need to fix it. That was a lot. I love a drunk voice memo.
We're both the problem. We both have BPD. Oh, she's drunk.
That was fun.
I just really wanted to know if you would ever do it.
So in the beginning, when it was like kind of fun and not attacking you, it was, yeah, girl, pop off. Oh, I love you. But then later on, when she said something that was kind of taken as a jab at Amber, she says, oh, you're drunk. Oh, God. Blair, thank you so much for the super sticker. Caitlin Burkhart, thank you so much for your renewed subscription on Twitch. Karomi, hi Karomi. My boyfriend got me a desk in his room, and gaming with the two most important men in my life right now. I come first though, right? Thank you, Karomi. Amberlynn's rabies, thank you. Just saw the new Warfare movie. Erica has a cameo as the character Tommy. Oh, Warfare's the I wanted to see that with the one actor with the eyebrows from that RV movie that had Jennifer Aniston in it. Why can I not think of his name? I want to see that movie. I actually really like war movies. I like war. So I want to see that, and I also want to see that that vampire movie that's in theaters right now, Sinners. Has anyone seen Sinners? Is it good?
A video talking about, repairing your relationship with your mom, because I know that you two have been through a lot, and it probably was a long process to work through everything, and you guys heal from everything that happened. And I just want to say that I really love you, and don't listen to the haters, honestly.
I love you too, and I probably wouldn't.
Everyone has eyebrows. Well, not everybody. You seen that like new no eyebrow trend that they're doing in Hollywood lately? You see like Lady Gaga. You see how she's like bleached her eyebrows? I hate that. I think that like no eyebrow trend. I'm not a fan of that. But no. His name is Will Poulter. You know, like he has those very distinct eyebrows. You know what I mean? Him. Yeah, him. These are very distinct eyebrows. You know what I mean? I don't know. I thought that he was known for his eyebrows. Bobe, thank you for 11 months. Come on, shorties, like the stream. I'll be on replay gang for a while, moving and all, waiting for stickers. Oh gosh, they're still shipping. Oh boy. Oh, you're waiting for the new stickers to be uploaded. Okay, yeah, because you're already the sticker queen. That's right, Bobe. Well, have a great time moving. I know that can be kind of overwhelming. So take it day by day, Bobe.
Not do a video talking about mine and my mom's relationship and like repairing it or anything like that, because I feel like I just don't want that subject touched. And I also think that's like a big reason of why it's like I don't talk a lot about foster care or the things that I went through before I went to foster care or in foster care, because there just are certain...
I like war. I like war movies. I know, after a whole discussion about politics, I like war.
subject that I'm just like, I don't want that touched by the internet.
Somebody who also lives in Oklahoma, I'm interested to know, what are 2 things you like about living in Oklahoma, and what are 2 things you don't like about living in Oklahoma?
That's hard to answer, because I feel like my answers for like what I like isn't really because it's Oklahoma itself. But 1, I love being near my mom, and 2, I love my apartment. So I don't know.
It's not so much that you love being near your mom, it's that you don't have a choice. I mean, she's only in Oklahoma because she has to be. If she was still with Beck, or she was still with Jade, or she was able to move in another cast member after season 5 ended, because I think that Amberlynn tried very hard. Because I mean, they broke up in July, and Amberlynn didn't move to Oklahoma until October. Between the months of July and October of 2023, she was working really hard to try to get a replacement. But she wasn't able to do it. Amberlynn didn't want to have to move across the country. She didn't want to have to pack all her shit. She didn't want to have to do all that and, you know, have to drive out there and everything. I mean, she didn't want to have to come to Oklahoma. She's in Oklahoma because she has to be.
I don't know if that's like Oklahoma itself. I will say in Oklahoma, I feel a lot more accepted. People don't look at me like I'm a monster. People don't look at my legs and like...
My brother-in-law moved to Oklahoma from Dallas, and he hates it. I will say, I have not heard... I mean, sorry if, like, you're from Oklahoma and you like Oklahoma, but I haven't heard very nice things about Oklahoma.
Oh my God, they're huge. I feel more accepted. 2 things I don't like. I do not like that there's, like, no mountains. Like, where are the mountains? It is so flat. And I also absolutely despise that I live in Tornado Alley. Like, what?
Hey Amberlynn, I'm actually so excited to send you this voice message. So my question for you is, would you ever consider getting weight loss surgery again? I know you did in the past and things didn't work out.
She would maybe consider it as a way to like have fun with the audience, kind of get people's hopes up. I think that she would do another arc of like, yes, I'm pursuing weight loss surgery, but then not go through with it. But I think if she were to do that, I mean, it would just be met with so much skepticism that she might not even continue it as like a news topic on her channel.
But would you ever consider it again? No matter what, I support you, so excited to see your answer.
Oh, thank you. But right now in like my current life, without giving like a million different reasons, my answer is no. Weight loss surgery is not something that I'm interested in, but that doesn't mean that I will not change my mind in the future.
Hi, Amberlynn.
Oh, well, there you have it. KRH writes, thank you so much for 2 months. I appreciate you being here tonight, KRH.
So I wanted to ask you, my question is, have you ever thought about doing like public or like in-person meetups, or even like at some point going to like different states and like meeting people in person?
No, I'm way too anxious for that. Like I have a lot of paranoia, and the whole time I'd be like, oh my God, is someone going to show up with? And that is me being absolutely, without a doubt, 100% transparent right now. I love going in public and meeting you guys. Like I am
I don't, for as controversial as Amberlynn is, I don't think it would be a good idea to do a meet and greet. I don't think it would. Yeah. I agree with her when she says this. For as like, this wouldn't be a good idea. This would actually be a really bad idea. Just Jamie, thank you. Only Amber's allowed to monetize poor choices, guys. She has gotten far too predictable. You literally predicted her response to the Dalton question. I mean, I only predicted it because I've heard her say it 1,000 times before. I mean, yeah, she is kind of predictable, but I mean, thank you for 4 months, Jamie. Nikki, can we get a skinny sticker? You guys like that skinny. Deborah, hey Deborah. My number one beard boy is back. Missed you, Jordy. Aw, thank you, Deborah. Your number one beard boy. Well, I need to chop this. It's getting too puffy. I don't like when it gets puffy. You know, like I like it to be more I almost like it to be more like just like scruff. But I don't know. Rice Noodles. Hey, Rice Noodles. Mount Everest is fat phobic because Kaka Lynn can't climb it. Well, I don't know. Apparently Mount Everest has become like, I wouldn't say easy to climb, but it has become significantly more doable for people to climb Mount Everest because of like all the resources and because how commercialized it has become. So I don't know. Maybe in the future there will be an opportunity for Amberlynn to get like hoisted up to the top by some Sherpas. I don't know. Angelina Dugan, thank you so much for 3 months. Hello, Jordy and beautiful shorties. Welcome back, Angelina Dugan. Thank you for modding, by the way.
Recognized a lot, and it is special to me, and it means a lot to me. You guys are always super sweet, but like designating a time and a place would make me way too anxious. I would genuinely be too afraid that the wrong person would show up. That could just be my paranoia, but like stranger and crazier and more hectic things have happened.
Hello, Amberlynn. I've been watching you for a long time. My name is Miranda, and I've been watching since around 2019,
Wow.
So the back era. Anyway, my question for you is, I understand that YouTube is your main source of income. What plans do you really have for yourself in case YouTube were to fall through or something were to happen and you had to find a new source? Thank you.
I would just apply for other jobs, and thankfully I have enough money in the bank and saved up that I wouldn't be like too...
If Amberlynn were to get banned off of YouTube, she would move to a different platform. She would continue to try to make her presence online as profitable for as long as it could be on a different platform. That's exactly what would happen if she got banned on YouTube. She would move to... I mean, there's like many different websites that she could do okay on and everything. But that's what would happen. Like, so if like that person, if they meant like, if you got your YouTube taken away, if Amberlynn's presence in general got taken away, because I mean, like this scenario has been talked about a lot. Like, oh, Amberlynn, if you didn't have YouTube from the internet, or I mean, if you didn't have income from the internet, what would you do? She would try to capitalize off of her own name for as long as she could. But truly, if she was not able to do that, if she was not able to make any money on any website, OF, Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Kick, any website at all, she doesn't know. She doesn't know. I don't know what she would do. I mean, she would be able to live off of her savings and everything, but I mean, it would have to come to a point where she would probably have to move in with her mom. Because I mean, worst case scenario, she would have to get an in-person job. I would hate to see the version of Amberlynn that would have to get an in-person traditional line of work. But it's not as simple as her just saying, well, I would apply for a job. It's not that simple. It's really, really not that simple. So the fact that she's trying to make it so nonchalant and blasé, it's just a little bit funny because I know exactly how it would go. She would continue to try to make it in means that, weren't the traditional uploading to YouTube way. And then if it weren't that, it would come to some type of like OF situation or some type of situation where she was doing cameos or special requests for people. So like the way that I always look at that question being answered is if she didn't have any income off of that, it would probably be her living off of savings until she was either forced to move in with her mom. If that wasn't an issue, she would try to find someone to live with again, like she did in her early 20s, or she would be forced to lose weight and start making a 9-to-5 lifestyle work. That's why I've always talked about Amberlynn's presence on YouTube kind of being a blessing and a curse. You know, she's able to make very good money with what she does on the internet, but it's also kind of enabled a lot of her bad habits. KRH, thank you so much. I have a 12-hour shift tomorrow, so I'm going to be replay gang. Happy Easter, girls. Well, thank you so much for that, KRH. Happy Easter to you. Hippity hop. Have a good rest of your 12-hour shift. We will see you later, KRH. Swirly Pop, hello. I was only born with one wisdom tooth, and I got it removed at 20, so I'm happy to be in the club. P.S. I miss Orange Jordy. Well, I think that this new light's doing... you guys like the light? Does it help? I don't know if... Well, no, Orange Jordy was that old cam. I got rid of that webcam. I sent that cam back, and then I got this Razer webcam. I like the original webcam. The original webcam, the one that would freeze. Do you guys remember when I would freeze and I would have to, like, reset it? I really liked that webcam, but I couldn't keep dealing with that. But I think the light helps. As much as I don't like the glare in my glasses, I think it helps. Florio, thank you so much for 8 months on Twitch. Hey, Florio.
Scared or too worried about it. But it would just be like anyone else getting like fired or laid off, or like their company that they work at no longer exists or whatever. Like you would just find another job.
Amber, I love you. And I was just wondering, what would you do if Zachary and Michael never came back to YouTube?
Well,
if Zachary and Michael didn't make videos anymore about Amberlynn, it would hurt her. She would lose views. She would lose interest. People would stop watching her. Because the buzz that surrounds Amberlynn is the only thing that really makes Amberlynn a popular topic in the algorithm. So Zachary Michael is one of, if not the biggest presence on the internet that talks about Amberlynn. So if you were to take him away from the Amberverse, it would hurt. It would hurt. People would lose interest. People would stop thinking about her. It wouldn't be good for her.
he did come back and I wouldn't really do anything. I would be concerned for his mental health because like obviously his mental health got really bad if he didn't return. But then at the same time, I'd be like, well, he's improving his mental health because he's not returning to something that made his mental health bad, if that makes sense. But I wouldn't do anything. I would still just keep making my content as per usual.
Hey, Amberlynn. So remember when you tried mayo and ramen and everybody kind of lost their minds and was super judgy? What?
I did not know they were super judgy.
It was actually like, okay, Chef Lynn, that might actually slap because I do like when my ramen's creamy. I usually do milk and butter in mine. But one day I ran out of milk and I thought of you. And so I put in mayo and sour cream. And honestly, it did slap. So I have to know, are there any other food combos or things like you secretly love that the internet might think is weird or roast you for? Please be brave and share it for us adventurous little foodies. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. So when I did the whole mayo and ramen thing, I actually had people contact me saying like, it's really not that weird. They do it in other cultures. And I was like, oh, so maybe that's how my cousin originally learned. But I'm telling you, so good. Try it. But some other weird food.
I mean, regardless of whether or not it's common in other cultures, a 500-pound woman should not be putting mayonnaise in her noodles. A 500-pound woman probably shouldn't be using mayonnaise at all.
Combinations that I like. I really like a bagel with cream cheese and then putting like hot Cheetos in the middle of it and then like smashing it together and like eating it like a sandwich. That's
yes, the delicacy that is known as cream cheese bagels with hot Cheetos smothered in the middle. Do they do this in other cultures too, Amber?
really good. Pickles and peanut butter. I promise it's actually good. It sounds disgusting. I'm telling you, sounds horrific, but it's good. If you want another ramen one, I have a whole ramen recipe I can give you guys. Like it's a whole moment. There's a lot of ingredients that goes into it. Maybe I can do it for a YouTube video sometime, but I'm going to do a little easier one for you. Literally just cook taco meat and then put the taco meat once it's cooked, in the ramen. It's like a taco ramen and it sounds so weird, but it's so good. Like chef's kiss. I'm actually craving that now.
No, not tea or tail, just tail. Tails from the fupa. Rename it to Tales from the Fupa. Court of Milk. Thank you so much for 20 gifted memberships. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Court of Milk. Let's get some glass of milk emojis in the chat for Court of Milk's generosity. Court of Milk has expanded this community quite a few times in the past, and they continue to do so, and I really appreciate it. Thank you, Court of Milk.
All right, you guys, now it is time for Tea or Tail, where I talk about some rumors. Are they tea or are they tail? Let's get into it. All Amberlynn does in her members live streams is show the ceiling. This is such a hectic statement to make because I'm on live for 2 hours and I have 2 pets and I have myself. So when I show the ceiling, it is because I'm like, oh, we need a break. It is either because I am peeing, I'm feeding Twinkie. Like 2 weeks ago, Wasabi took a poop in the litter box, and whenever he poops in the litter box, I like to get that out with the quickness. So I literally said, hold on, you guys, Wasabi just went poop. So let me go clean the litter box real quick. What's the scratching sound? It's the Wasabi just using the litter box. Oh, he took a dump for real. All right, I'm gonna go pee, clean that litter box, and then I will be right back, okay? Or it's because Twinkie wants to get up on the couch and she doesn't want to jump, so I have to pick her up. It's only ever things that like I need to genuinely go do and attend to. And sometimes, which it hasn't happened in the last few weeks, thankfully, but sometimes I get really anxious and I just need a minute, like genuinely a minute, before I actually have an anxiety attack on live stream. I do not want that. So out of a 2-hour live stream, maybe there's 5 minutes of you guys just communicating together, but thankfully my supporters are extremely understanding that I do have things that I have to do in my home. And a lot of people tell me, Amberlynn, do not hold your bladder. Like, get up and pee if you have to pee. And I'm not gonna feel guilty for that. Amberlynn goes to bingo 3 times a week. I go to bingo once a week. There was a time in the near past that I went to bingo 3 times a week. Trust me, that never happens, but I go once a week. So I tried very hard to find a rumor that was true. So I don't even have a 3rd rumor today. Normally I like to do 3 of them. So I literally went to Instagram and I was like, send me rumors. And every rumor that I saw, I was just like, this is dumb. I've talked about this before a million different times. Well, that's not true. Well, that's something.
Yeah, if she can point the camera at her ceiling for minutes, why can't I get up for 30 seconds?
Like my lawyer said I can't talk about. I was trying so hard to find one that was true. And like genuinely, there's just none that are like true right now because it's shit that I've talked about ad nauseum. All right, on to the next thing, which is bad choices. We're gonna choose 5 of these and answer them. And I've had people who are like, why does she do this part? Like, this is so weird and random. It's because I like weird and random. I like the type of questions that they ask. Like, it's things that are so crazy absurd. And I like absurd things sometimes. Would you shave your eyebrows off for $1,000? No. Have you ever secretly thought that you would make a really good gangster? No? What? Would you never have...
She can't move. How's she gonna be a gangster? She can't move.
Sex again in your life for $3 million. Oh my God, that is...
Fallen Angel, thank you so much. My local Starbucks is not a fan of the hack you taught us, but I love it. They do. They get pissy. They get upset with you. I don't really know why, because it's not coming out of their pockets. This customer's getting a good deal. I don't like this. Well, then maybe stop charging $7 for this a little bit amount of juice and mixed in ice water. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure that they've gotten really upset with me at the times. Lady Razzie, thank you for 4 months. Are you getting fed up with Amber? I feel like a lot of reaction channels are just over her. No, I'm not getting fed up with Amber. I definitely think that we're just kind of in a lull right now, just because of like, there was a lot of momentum and there was like a lot of fun being had with the uploads that Beck was doing. And now that Beck has kind of divorced Girl World in a way, it's kind of like, oh, well, what are we going to do now? So it's like us kind of like, I don't know, kicking rocks on the ground saying like, oh, what's next? So I'm not fed up with Amber necessarily. It's just Girl World's in a lull. But I mean, I've done this before. I mean, I joined Girl World quite literally when it was the most boring time of Amberlynn's career on YouTube. So I feel like if I tell myself, if I can start a reaction channel during season 5 when nothing is going on, then, you know, I can go through these like these lulls and content and stuff like that. But yeah.
Crazy. The answer is no. I would rather have sex than have $3 million. Have you ever been caught having sex? I've never been caught having sex, but I've been interrupted before. And like, they didn't know that I was having sex, if that makes sense, because it was behind the door. Never mind, I'll have to explain. Have you ever thrown a party for a pet? Yes, I have. So those weren't so bad this time, but I noticed that the 5 that I did in the last video they were all very overly sexual. Sometimes that happens, and I am very much an open book. I'm 34 years old. My analytics show that no children watch me, really. So if there is a child watching me, stop watching. Everyone who watches me is above 18, and I'm an open book. I'm allowed to talk about what I want. But anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed. This has been over an hour long, so I have a lot to edit down, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.
Wow, she edits over a half an hour out of this. Oh my. Huh. Spooky Betty Boop, thank you. I'm so sorry to hear that, hon. Yeah, life can be shitty sometimes. I'm so glad that you're live tonight. Well, nice to see you, Spooky Betty Boop. I hope you have a good rest of your weekend. Try to do something for yourself, hon. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Katie, hello. She wants to be desirable enough that someone would cheat on or leave their spouse for her. It's insecurity and narcissism at once. That's a good way of putting it. I want to, I want to also like cause problems. I want to stir up trouble, and I want to feel so desired that someone would leave their partner for me. Ugh. I don't know why you would want that kind of confirmation. I don't know. Homewrecker Burrito Lynn. Julie, thank you so much. I'm dropping off an offering in the collection plate. You're too funny. Thank you, Julie. Watching your videos has called me out on things I didn't want to admit. You're blunt, and it's the only way that gets through to me. Be my life coach. Be your life coach. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I have any qualifications to do something like that, but I'm glad that you like my content, and I'm glad that, the things that I say on here can help you in some sort of way. I appreciate that, Julie. Thank you. So do you guys want to do the other one? Do we want to save that for tomorrow? So here's the thing, kind of like in the next future, or in the tentative future. I mean, did Mr. Snow, because I definitely want to do the Beck thing, but I don't even know if he's uploaded that yet. Where's his channel? I think it's just a members only thing right now. So he hasn't even uploaded that. I mean, I definitely want his video to be more...
hey guys, welcome.
I definitely want his video to be uploaded for a few days before I would react to it. So maybe we could just do a beanbag curry, and then tomorrow night we come back, we do the one that she uploaded today, and then we do either retros or we move on to a different topic like Chantal. Maybe we'll just do a BBC. Yeah. We'll do a BBC, and then we'll start with the new stuff tomorrow for the Sunday stream. I like that best. So we'll do a BBC. Foodie's failed threesome. Thank you so much for the super chat. Someone said my name. I love it. Catherine, hey, thank you. Came to watch the Fat Duo, stayed for Jordy. Oh my gosh. Well, hey, no, you're still watching the Fat Duo. Naomi, hello. I'm officially part of the Wisdom Teeth Removal Club. I think Amber has been more annoying and smug lately. It's painful to watch her. Well, I think that she feels a little bit emboldened, and she feels a little bit confident because Alexis is no longer making videos. Beck and Destiny are no longer making videos. She feels like she's stunted on Erica and Brittany. So she's like, all right, I took down her. I took down her and her. I took down these two. It's like, I can take down everybody. Yeah, Amberlynn, you're winning. All right. You're winning, all right. She's just knocking everybody out. Oh, and then the thing about Zachary Michael. Oh, Zachary Michael took a break. She does. She feels like powerful right now. So I think that that's where the smug comes from. Scoliosis girl, thank you. Do you think her mom goes along with whatever she wants because she sees the dad in Amber? Oh. That's a very messy super chat. No, I think she goes along with whatever Amberlynn wants for the reasons that I've already said. I think that she doesn't really know how to help someone like Amber, and Amberlynn's kind of difficult to deal with as it is, so she just kind of plays like a passive approach to her.
I also have personal things that I could say about Destiny. One comes to my mind right now that literally tears me to pieces that would make everybody hate her, but I am not that person, and I won't be that person. That is why.
Oh my god, I'm not that person. And then she proceeds to tell us about the brother's problem with drugs and the paternity, and
I continue to say, like, I am only here to share my side of the story. She had a dog named Cash, who I actually would babysit when he was a puppy. And I guess Cash wasn't trained very well. This was, by the way, when her and Dana were together. So this dog was not mine. So I would babysit Cash. So I grew to love Cash, obviously. But I guess Cash ended up biting like a little girl. And Destiny, this is when Destiny and I were friends. And she was like talking to me about it. And she was like, I'm going to have someone put down Cash. When Destiny said that she was going to get Cash put down, in my head, I thought she meant like at a vet. Even then, I don't agree with that shit. But she meant that someone was actually going to like shoot the dog.
Wait, what do you mean? She doesn't agree with that? Even if it's done at a vet, like you don't believe in like peaceful euthanasia? I mean, that's maybe she means in the context of like what Cash was doing. Okay. That
is the worst thing that Destiny's ever done. Like I'm not here to spill tea or anything like that. That's not why I'm here. That's not the type of person I am. In the past, I would very much be like, well, here's some screenshots. Well, here's some tea. Here's some of this. Here's some of that. And I'm not that person no more. And that just shows strength. It shows change. It shows that I've learned from my mistakes, and it shows growth. I don't have Destiny tea that I want to share because I'm not that person. So
Destiny is a cheater who is still actively, I don't know if she's doing it behind her fiance's back, but Dana, I'm sorry, please do not get mad at me. Destiny is unblocking Dana randomly and sending her messages trying to talk to her.
Like, there are several things that I could obviously spill tea about, which I've chosen not to, because I'm not that person, and anything I've ever spoken of is because of what you've already said. I know tea on your whole fucking family times 12, but I'm not that person.
You have tea on my brother?
Yeah, he was a coke addict.
Oh my god.
I mean, shit.
How did you know that? Who the fuck told you that?
You fucking told me, Destiny, we were friends. Like, you act like we were, like, enemies or something.
I'm trying to remember when that was going on.
I was one of the first people you called when you found out that your dad was not your dad. Like, you forget how close we were.
I was one of the first people you told that your dad wasn't your dad. I was one of the first people that you told that your brother was a coke addict. Oh my god. The fact that she did this all live and then said, I didn't know that Destiny was live. Oh god, this was so gross. Amberlynn's left AirPod, thank you. Let's create foodie beauty band names like the chat did for Amberlynn last week. I'll go first. Simon and Carbuncle. Carbuncle. Thank you, left AirPod. Hannah Reeder, hey, tea or tail. She should have been called Law and Order. Not much order going on in the Amberverse. Maybe just Law. Just like it should be just tail. Jessie Lynn, thank you. Destiny also said Amber told her she was talking to a married woman right after they broke up. I think she said it did not go anywhere far. I thought so. I thought that it was two different people. I thought maybe I was remembering that it was like the same story that Casey told, but it was. So, I mean, Danielle, Erica, the couple that she was talking to after Destiny, and then the couple that she was talking to after Casey. So, I mean, that's just four people. That's just who we know about. I mean, think about who we don't know about. She has no problem talking to people that are already committed. Rachel, thank you so much. Drove to your state today to visit family. I've been psyched to stop at Sheetz. The hype is real. I wish we had them in New York. Yeah, New York, you guys have what, Wawa? Oh my god, that's too funny. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you, Rachel.
And you just, like, shoved that down the toilet.
Beck said it themselves. If they did something so awful, tell them so they can say sorry. I might just text Beck. It's going to be 4 letters. All I have to do is text 4 letters, and they'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Not transparent about the 4-letter word. It's not a 4-letter word. It's a 4-letter name. There's a hint for you.
Oh, is this about the stepsister? Or no, this is about the dirty underwear or something like that? All I have to do is text Beck a 4-letter name, and that'll bring them into line. They'll straighten up and fly right after I text that 4-letter name. I have all the power. I'm powerful Lynn.
I'm not talking about the 4-letter name anymore, actually. I've decided.
Oh, yeah, and then she goes and talks about it. I'm not talking about this ever again. This will never be addressed. Puts it on the Instagram story. Megan Ashley, thank you for your membership. Hello.
Like, I've also made out with past partners, like, on my vlogs. Like, I'm not the same person that, like, I was years and years ago. Like, I have changed. I am gonna be 34. So the way that I am is just, like, a little different. You know, that's definitely something, like, I've noticed too, because it's like, I have a lot, like, genuinely, I have a lot of dirt on Alexis, and I haven't said a single thing about her. I need people to, like, focus in on this, and I wish I could, like, scream it. And
Alexis had tone pecs and initiated it. Alexis. Are you watching the vlog today? No, we're gonna do it tomorrow, Simi.
shake it into people's, like, faces.
Rage against the cuisine.
So, Alexis, should I say this?
Oh yeah, Alexis is a drug addict. Alexis loves to trip on acid and get flirty.
She has said a lot of stuff about me. I don't know what to do.
The mouth.
Alexis would do a lot of acid. Is there ever a point to where you would air others' dirty laundry as well? Would you ever be enough is enough? Point for you. Not saying you should, just curious. I'm glad that you've noticed that I'm very much not the type that has aired out any dirty laundry on anyone.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, she's so desperate to air out dirty laundry about certain people to the extent that she will pay for people's personal information and then air it. You know, the thing that happened in her most recent vlog about Jordy's a Trump supporter thing, it was very much so reminiscent of the thing about, like, oh, Jordy still lives with his mom. Amberlynn loves to come on here and say shit, you know, where she thinks, try to give out my address and stuff like that. Oh, I'm not someone that likes to air out people's dirty laundry. I'm not somebody that doxes information. I'm not somebody, okay. Yeah, Amber, you're definitely not that person. Uh-huh.
I mean, you gotta talk about the whole Destiny thing. I'm already feel pathetic about that. But like the whole Alexis thing, like the Beck thing, like I'm just not one to really do that. And I would feel worse doing that. And when she would do a lot of acid, she would become more friendly and she was a little bit more horny, things like that. What do you think drives her to keep talking about you? Alexis likes to be loved. She likes to feel wanted. She very money. It's always been about the money. Alexis's ex and I are still friends. And like I have all the screenshots of Alexis like literally saying I'm only doing this for the money. So
Christine G, thank you. Rinse, wash, repeat, not in real life, says the same shit over and over again in her video. Pretty much, Christine. Thank you so much for 5 months. Lauren, hi Lauren. Love you, George. Second live and second dono. Thank you so much. I appreciate you returning for a second time, Lauren. Hello. Dill Pickle, hello. She is interested as long as oh. You better watch saying stuff like that. She'll sick her lawyer on you, Dill Pickle. Oh, gosh. Sounds like you, liar, Lynn.
Have fun with that, Alexis. You talking about Alexis as if you're not the exact same way. I haven't aired out anything of hers. Oh, and I have stuff, trust me. I want you guys to ask her about... No, I need to stop. I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing it. No. You want to know tea about Alexis? I'll tell you. Alexis wanted me and her girlfriend to make out so bad when we were all hanging out. But Tommy, hate the name. Tommy was like, nah, that's my girl. I mean, she didn't say it like that, but it was different. So there's some tea for you guys. Like she was like begging almost. Like when we were all sitting around by the fire, I vlogged when we were sitting around by the fire, but when we were all sitting there, like she just wanted it so bad. I was like, this is hectic. It's just like so much. Like I've been wanting to say so much and I haven't been able to. September 7th, 2022, I get a text from Beck saying, last fucking warning. Stop.
Oh my god, the quiver in her voice. I received a text message from Beck that said last fucking warning. I mean, you stole tens of thousands of dollars from this person and then you're gonna voice quiver and cry because they texted you the word fucking. Ugh. Just Jamie, thank you. Why is there always an Instagram DM to back up everything that she says? Because it's her proof. It's her proof. It's like her journals. I wrote this down in a journal 5 years ago. Look. This was written down 5 years ago. It even has the date written right there. Oh, the Instagram DMs. Majin Brooke, thank you. She's trying to prepare for Mr. Snowflake's new episode. I'm excited to watch it. Scoliosis, thank you. Chartlyn Greed is so friggin' useless. Chartlyn Greed. Oh my god. That is a diabolical name.
Talking about me. All you do is talk shit about me, and I just want to forget you and all of the bullshit. I will stop being silent if you don't, and I'm not the only one who has a lot to say about you. Final fucking warning. Take my name out of your mouth, and I can get the law involved. Okay, that's fair. Here's the screenshot. And obviously I crossed out everything else. I'm not going to sit here and say personal things like that. I'm not. And if they go low and they do shit like that, fuck them. That's on them. I'm not going to be that person. I don't want to defend myself. To protect my peace, I would rather, as I said on Instagram, I would rather sit in a bowl of lava and let all of my skin burn off than have to try to defend myself to a bunch of people who already have their mind made up about me.
If they talk about personal stuff about me, then F them, but I'm not going to stoop to that level. Oh my gosh. Amberlynn, you would stoop to that level so fast, you'd be on your back like a flailing turtle like you were with Jade. HP Goralcraft, thank you. I work at a thrift store, and we got a haul of size 6 Torrid clothes, and now I feel like my life and girl world have reached singularity. Oh my gosh. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Girlcraft. Gwendolyn, hi. You can only have $2,000 in savings on SSI. I didn't know that. Yeah, it kind of seems like if you're receiving that, it's like you need to be using that for bills. You need to be using that for... I didn't know that, though. You're only allowed to have it. Wow. That's a weird rule. That's a very weird rule. Jordy is gay. Good job on staying neutral on the politics BS. Thank you, Jordy is gay. Yeah, I'm not interested in talking about politics on here. We've never talked about politics. I have no interest in talking about politics. So that was definitely, in my opinion, just bait in Amberlynn's mind to try to get us to talk about politics, to rile up what is otherwise a fun community. Marion Ledford, thank you so much for the super sticker. Linda, hi Linda. Answering this is what she wants. Anyone who can't see that, damn. I mean, I don't know. If you want to bait me, Amberlynn, you might have to try a little harder. But, I mean, Amberlynn has tried baiting me in the past. She's tried fucking with me in the past. This is not the first time. This will not be the last time. Bang Chan, hi. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. Grace, hi Grace. I like it. I like your politics being a secret. I always wonder about your political ideas as a government student in DC. Yeah, I mean, you know, everyone has their own political opinions. Everyone has, you know, the way they feel about the government and stuff like that. It's just, that's not what I'm on here to do. Like, I'm on here to talk about stupid drama. I'm on here as a part of a fat girl drama community for the most part. Like, if I wanted to make political videos, I would, but that's not what I'm interested in doing. RPH, thank you so much, L. I appreciate that. We also come here to escape. Yeah, like, it's messy. Like, if you want to go talk about politics, if you want to go argue with people, go on Facebook. Go watch a news network. Like, there are many people on the internet that will argue with you. If you want to have fun with that mud, like get in the mud with all that and everything, I mean... Sarah, thank you so much. Girl World is my escape from politics. Yeah, I don't see Girl World as like a place to come to argue about who you voted for. Autopsy Juice, thank you. I appreciate your membership. Thank you so much. Lotion. Hi, Lotion. Y'all are going to listen to a woman who's never voted. I know. So during the last election cycle that I voted in, actually, Amberlynn in the last election cycle was getting food shoved down her throat by a confirmed feeder. So I actually voted in November of last year. You were getting fruit roll-up, vanilla ice cream sandwiches shoved down your throat so that you could lay on Emily and suffocate her to fulfill some type of kink. So, yeah. BRP, thank you so much for that. Willow, hi Willow. I appreciate you, Willow Wren. Thank you, thank you. We're family. We all got our girls and Jordy. No political mud up in here. Christy, thank you so much for that as well. Heavy, hi. Screw politics. I just want to watch fat girl drama. I hereby announce Jordy as president of Girl Worlds and Amber as secretary of Nagriculture. I thought you were going to say secretary of steak. That would have been cute. Secretary of... No, but meat creeps her out, so maybe we'll go with yours. Secretary of Nagriculture. Cupcake. Hi, Cupcake. Regardless of politics, we're here for Fupa Tales. Hi to everyone and hope you're having a good day. Aw, thank you so much for that, Cupcake. I appreciate your membership. Welcome, welcome. Incognito Spaghetti, hello. Amber trying to make us shorties divorce is horrible. I love you, shorties, and you, Jordy. Thank you so much, Incognito. I really appreciate your very kind super chats. Thank you, thank you. Born Dreamer, thank you for 2 months. I appreciate that. Slime Privilege, hello. Thank you, thank you. Skylar, thank you. First super chat. I just want to say, with my full heart, Amber is a fat effing freak, and I hope she hears and sees this. I love you, Jordy. Woo. Thank you so much, Skylar. Not a very nice thing to say, though. To come onto the internet and call Amberlynn fat. That's not nice to say. Prison Becky, thank you so much. Can we get a Girl World weight loss poll? Well, what would I ask? What do you mean? Like, how much have you... how much have you lost? Like, what do you mean? You're missing the point, Sarah. I mean, I don't know why I'm continuing to repeat myself. This is exactly what the political conversation is. Thank you. Okay, you deleted it. Never mind. I mean, the fact that he's not answering the question is suspicious. Like, if you actually have that thought, you are missing the point of everything that I've said. Prison Becky, thank you. Willow, hi Willow. Hunger Games, mic drop. You know, I've been wanting to rewatch the Hunger Games recently. I haven't seen that in a while. And what were the other? Catching Fire and was it Blue Jay? Mockingjay. Oh yeah, I want to rewatch Hunger Games. Such a mad world, thank you. I adore you, Jordy. I wanted to get away from politics. I thank you for that. Thank you so much, Mad World. Iron Feathers, hello. Google Bill Berry, the OG drummer for REM. He has the best eyebrows ever. Bill Berry, okay. Bill Berry, drummer. Oh, wow. Is this I don't know, is this considered a unibrow? Oh my. I don't know if I would call these the best eyebrows ever. That is certainly an eyebrow. Oh God. Incognito, thank you so much. You know, with how much weight we've lost because of Amber, maybe the weight loss program she needs is to watch herself. Oh, well, like she said in her video, maybe I am the problem. Maybe I am the problem. Lady Razzie, thank you so much. I love being close to my mom. Packed up her apartment and practically moved in with Emily after only knowing her for a little while. Sure, Amber. I love being close to my mom. Yeah, and then in the one vlog, the mom was saying like, "Oh my God, I haven't seen Amber in like a month. Ever since she got together with Emily, I never see her anymore." Amber would drop the mom like it's that. If she had another feeder, if she had some other girl. I mean, I think the mom means as much to her as a safety net means to Amber. She's going to fall back on the mom because the mom is the last resort. And right now she is relying on her last resort. So if she didn't have her mom, I really don't know what she would do. I don't. I mean, because I don't know if she has any other family. But I mean, like, in terms of like Amberlynn being able to get around and stuff, I don't know what she would do. And that's a scary thought to have. So right now she's relying on her safety net. Girly Plop, thank you. What is your favorite war movie? I love 1917 and Dunkirk. I don't know. My favorite war movie. There was a movie I watched not too long ago, like where Jake Gyllenhaal gets like dragged across the desert. I also like a lot of like war in Africa movies, like Blood Diamond. And there's also like this documentary guy. He died. Actually, I think I have a picture of one of his famous shots. His name was Tim Hetherington, and he did a lot of work in West Africa during the civil wars of the 90s. And he was a photographer, and like I really enjoy his. You know, I think I have a picture of his right over here. Let me show you. So during the civil wars of the 90s in West Africa, Tim Hetherington, before he was killed in Libya in 2011, he did a lot of photography out there and everything. And I had this framed, a photo of that he took. This is my favorite photo that he ever took. So I like a lot of like war that takes place in Africa. I like those kind of movies. But in terms of like having a favorite, I don't really have favorites. I don't play favorites. Jordy's crush on Dalton. Thank you. Thank you for the classy response with politics. This is our escape. Let's keep it that way. Yeah. I mean, that's exactly what Amberlynn was trying to do. She was trying to upset the waters. She was trying to divide. She was trying to get people all riled up. That's exactly what that was. Carissa, hey Carissa, nice to see you. Are we getting bunny ears tomorrow? I don't have bunny ears. And also, I don't know how high, like, where does the camera cut off? It cuts off here. I feel like if I were to wear bunny ears, they would get cut off because like the camera only goes up to here. And like that's also kind of hard to do with the headset and the fact that I don't have those. I don't know. How does Jordy always have props at arm's length? It is. It's like Mary Poppins around here. Like I can just pull out anything. You don't have bunny ears? No, I don't have bunny ears. I have like a skull mask. I have like, what else do I have? I have like random stuff, but Born Dreamer, hello. I've always wondered what kind of people genuinely follow and enjoy Amber's content. How do you ignore the boring content and her behavior? It's train wreck. It's the same reason why people like Jerry Springer. It's the same reason why people watch soap operas. It's all that. But in terms of her having people that genuinely follow her, they either just refuse to acknowledge the person that she is, or they haven't watched her long enough to realize the person that she is. Because like I said earlier in this stream, I didn't dislike Amberlynn as much as I do today as I did when I first started covering her. So it kind of takes time for someone's true colors to unleash, to unravel. I mean, sometimes, that's just not like Amberlynn on YouTube. I mean, sometimes it can take months and years in real life to realize that someone, who they are on the inside. I'm sure that, everyone can relate to that. Like, you don't really know someone. It takes time. Nat Bat, hello. Imagine getting cooking advice from Foot Soup Lynn. Somebody asked me recently if I would either try Foodie's cooking or Amberlynn's cooking. And I said Foodie's cooking. I'm going to stay far away from the foot soup. Teal Bricks, hello. I love that her attempt to take down Geordie created Warlordy Geordie. I like war. I can't believe I said that. Warlordy Geordie, thank you for 12 months. Too funny. I just got a promotion at work so I can afford to be shorty again. Really, my card expired and I've just been too lazy to update it. Well, actually, if you did get a promotion, congrats to you. But otherwise, thank you so much for returning for a 12th month. I don't know who you were prior to this username, but I appreciate it. Autumn, hi Autumn. New to the Geordie gang, but a long-time veteran of Girl World. You've become a new favorite, and I'm glad to be here. I appreciate the kind words, Autumn. Always a seat for a newcomer. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Irish 1991, thank you. Amber's reaction channel, the ankle balls. I think there was someone in here the other night with the username the Cankle. Wonder how they're doing. Emmylise, thank you so much for your Prime subscription. Gwendolyn, hello. They also account if you married your spouse, so a lot of disabled people avoid marriage so the spouse can save money. I think that was something that we talked about when we were discussing Emily's partner that had passed away, because we were kind of wondering, like, you know, this Colleen woman at 700 pounds, like, how is she affording this? How is she able to take care of herself? And it's like, oh, well, she was getting some type of disability or some type of something. And if you get married or if you have too much in your savings or whatever, like, it starts to become an issue. I do remember someone bringing that up. Thank you, Gwendolyn. 2 for 99 cents. Thank you. What happened to the article about the fat phobia she was in? It got canceled. So back in December, Amberlynn uploaded a video saying that she was going to do an interview with someone from NBC or something like that about Girl World. It ended up getting canceled. I don't know why, but it never happened. Rice Noodles, thank you so much. You are my escape from the chaos. FAFO. Thank you so much, Rice Noodles. I appreciate it. You're always such a sweetheart. The NBC one, yes. I'm not bi, but coffee ice cream is coffee ice cream. Oh, God. Too funny, too funny. All right, everybody. Well, I think that is going to be it for our Saturday night stream. A lot of fun was had. We got a BBC in. We are not completely caught up because there is an upload from today that we need to take a look at. But I think what tomorrow is going to be is we are going to do the new upload. I believe it's an Eat With Me. So we are going to eat with Amber. And then the second half of the stream will either be retros or we'll just move on to a different topic. Maybe we'll do foodie. Maybe we'll do something else. But that'll be the tentative schedule for tomorrow. And then when Monday comes along, we'll be back into regularly scheduled programming. I appreciate everybody sending in gifted memberships, bits, super chats, super stickers, everything of the sort. You guys are awesome. You guys really do mean the world to me. I really appreciate everybody in here. Keeping the peace, having fun, being as respectful as we can. Have a good Easter, everybody, tomorrow. Hippity hop. If I can get my hands on some bunny ears, I'll wear them, but no promises.